Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm your host, Chase Hartman. Today we've got a story on a college political survey, students' thoughts on the state of dining services, and of course, your weekly sports update. Batten down the hatches, Ospreys, because Nest News starts right now. UNF students shared their opinions on the on-campus dining hours of operation. The respondents were all in agreement that dining locations should be open longer. Two Ospreys expressed that current dining hours are, quote, extremely inconvenient and not accommodating for students. Another student calls them incompatible with busy class and work schedules. Students also mentioned that they find meal plans to be restrictive because of the specific meal periods. UNF requires first-time students who live on campus to have a meal plan, and students can only use one swipe per meal period. In response, dining services explain that these current hours are in place as a continual recovery from the pandemic. The UNF Director of Marketing and Guest Experience told Spinnaker that the hours are a reflection of the environment that we are in currently. The main issue comes from the lack of employees. According to the dining services, they lost approximately 80% of their employees at the start of the pandemic. Staffing has increased since then, but there are still not enough employees to fully expand the hours of operation. The hours are also selected based on student traffic data in order to not overwork employees and still reach most of the student population. Dining services are always trying to improve and feel that they're in a better position than they were at the start of COVID. Florida's largest higher education institution union, United Faculty of Florida, is pushing for students and staff to ignore a newly released, quote, intellectual freedom and viewpoint diversity survey sent to all public state universities this week. The survey fulfills the requirements of a law passed during the 2021 legislative session and signed by Governor Ron DeSantis. The goal of the law is to assess campus political and ideological diversity with annual surveys. These surveys come in two versions, one for students and one for employees. The employee survey asks a series of 24 questions. Specifically, faculty are asked whether they inject their own political ideas and beliefs into their classes, whether they believe their school is equally tolerant of liberal and conservative ideas, and whether they think that their contracts and tenures are reliant on their political beliefs. Employees are also asked about their role in the university, gender, race, political affiliation, and department. The student survey asked 21 similar questions, including one asking respondents to guess the political leanings of their professors. The United Faculty of Florida is strongly encouraging students to completely ignore the new survey, claiming it will cause a chilling effect on university-wide freedom of speech and expression. The results of the survey will be published on September 1st in accordance with the law. The beach volleyball team hosted the University of North Florida Invite, a weekend-long event consisting of some of the best teams in the nation. Some of these included the Florida State Seminoles and the Georgia State Panthers. The Ospreys weren't able to pick up any wins during the season, but this is no reason to hang their heads. Hanging in there with some of these top programs is a great way of getting experience that can help later down the road. This week also serves as a crucial point on the schedule for UNF baseball as they take on the Jacksonville Dolphins for the first time this season. Things haven't exactly gone the way the Ushers would have liked so far, but a series win in the River City Rumble could provide the momentum to turn things around. The Ospreys and the Dolphins will square off on campus on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so make sure to swing by our Harmon Stadium to catch the action. Basketball season may be over, but things are far from silent within the men's program. The Ospreys will have additional help this offseason, landing a commitment from 6'4" combo guard Jay Nazay. The Orlando native chose UNF over teams like South Florida and Florida Atlantic. There's plenty more things happening in the world of UNF athletics this upcoming week, so make sure to stay tuned with Spinnaker for all of your Osprey updates. Well, that's your sport report, Ospreys. Now, let's visit the School of Communications for your weekly weather update.
Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to a weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Haley Jones, here to give you the top weather news and the local forecast. Power outages from severe storms have become more frequent in the last 20 years, according to AP. Increasingly destructive weather due to climate change causes damage to the U.S. power grid, causing the blackouts. At least 40 states have longer power outages, and the blackouts affect the vulnerable the most. AP found that outages due to severe weather have doubled since the early 2000s. Grid experts say that this is a, quote, early warning for climate change. Taking a look at today's weather here in Jacksonville, showers and thunderstorms are likely this morning and afternoon. Highs will be in the low 80s, then this evening will cool down into the 50s. Not only will we see some heavy rainfall today, storms could produce gusty winds of up to 30 miles per hour. When the rain stops this evening, skies will remain partly cloudy, then clear tonight. Heading into this week's forecast, Friday will be sunny but windy with wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour again. Saturday and Sunday will also be sunny with high temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will all be partly cloudy days, and temperatures will start to warm up into the 80s. That does it for this weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. Have a great day, Ospreys. I'm Haley Jones, and I'll see you next time.
Well, that's all we've got for you today, Ospreys. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker, and come check out our YouTube as well for some more content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Chase Hartman, and we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.